Hey Max, it's Uncle Fred. I wanted to show you these really cool red buses that we get to see in Glacier National Park. They're called Jammer Busses, and they're red, and people can stand up through the roof of them, just like that. Pretty cool, huh Max? And here's another one of that cool red bus. I'm gonna walk right by it.
They found out.
Hey Max, it's Uncle Fred, and I'm on one of those cool red buses. So I'm going to show you some video from one of the cool red buses driving around Glacier National Park. And what's really cool is I'm in the front seat.
All made between 1936 and 1939 by the White Motor Company in Cleveland, Ohio. This one in particular is a 1936, so it's 79 years old. Don't worry, the brakes are only 75 years old. So and they call it jammers, gear jammers. And that name comes from old days. These buses had a unsynchronized transmission, a double clutch. Double clutch means that you'd have to push in the clutch, put it into neutral, take your foot off the clutch, put the clutch back in, and then put it into the gear that you wanted, all while keeping your foot on the gas and maintaining the proper RPM. It's very difficult, especially going up and down some of these steep roads on the pass. So a lot of the drivers were young college students who weren't very experienced. So they would put it back into gear. They would have to sort of force the gear into place and jam the gear. You'd hear a loud grinding noise as these buses went up and down the hills. And so that's how we got our name, gear jammers, and that name still stays with us. So they stayed like that all the way up until 1989.
Hey Max, here's some more video of the bus we're riding. And there's another bus just like it right behind us. And there's your Aunt Dee trying to get into the back of the bus. Max, check out the bus. It's on the side of a mountain.
When they got to this part of the road, construction just sort of stopped because they couldn't get their heavy machinery up here. They couldn't get it around Sai Bend. And so they actually dug this tunnel out by hand at just a few feet a day. Can you imagine the amount of work it took to dig this out? Little honk for good luck. And you can see the clouds just kind of rolling through. Right where that cloud is where Logan Pass is and where we'll be stopping and turning around eventually. Now we're starting to get into the mountain goat and bighorn sheep area, so keep your eyes peeled. Even in the rain, still see them kind of running around. Now the mountain goats are white. They look a little scruffy this time of year because they're losing a lot of their winter fur. And the bighorn sheep, I talked to some of you guys, saw that bighorn sheep that was in the Many Glacier parking lot yesterday hanging around. I know it's foggy out there, but I think it just looks really majestic and sort of it's so different. Every time I come up here, it's a little bit different. We pulled side, swimming out to the island, and he was just overtaken by her beauty. Couldn't help himself, and he swam to the island to meet her. They immediately just fell in love, but it was taboo to be associating with the enemy. So when they returned back to their tribes, they were told that they must break off their relationship or they would be exiled. But the next morning, they couldn't help themselves and they swam to the island. All right, hey Max, how you doing? My name's Steve. I'm the red bus driver here, bus 83. Love to have you out at Glacier Park someday. Come visit us. Maybe when you get older, you get a chance to drive one of these beautiful buses, Max. Take care, Max. See you later.